Today I'm back with a special guest, the fantastic Woody Van Eyden, who is here to share his exclusive insights into the music business. Woody is an internationally acclaimed label owner, he's a trance producer, he's a DJ, an artist manager, so he really knows what he's talking about. This is actually part 2 of a 5-part video series, so if you haven't seen the first part, please make sure to check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Kirsten and I'm an audiovisual artist under the name Naoki. I've also recently written a book performing electronic music live, and one of my chapters talks about planning and promoting your live show. This chapter also includes a special tutorial by Woody Van Eyden, who's here today to give you part 2 of his 5-part video series on music industry tips. So this video is going to be about important questions that we need to ask ourselves as artists. So without further ado, I'm going to pass over to Woody now.
So now I want to tell you something about the 3 or more W's. You know, the wheres, the whys, the who's, the when, the wherever, the whenevers. So the first thing I would say is, where am I? So look at yourself. If you're a performer, if you are an artist, a recording artist, a vocalist, whatever. So where am I? What's my status at the moment? You know, did I already release something? How was my quality? Get judged by the people that are in the industry. I'm going to tell you something now that you should not tell your parents. Don't listen to your mother. You should listen to your mother when it's, hey, go to bed and eat your food. But do not listen to your mother or your girlfriend when it comes to quality and judging your music. Because they're going to go, oh, it's great and I love it. And because they want to support you, you know. But so find good judgments. But where am I? It's like, okay, where is exactly, where do I stay? You know, what's my point? And where am I on my career? You know, I mean, for newcomer, the biggest thing is to have a release out. You know, back in the days we had that vinyl, it came, and I remember when we opened up the vinyl and we smelled it and you had the haptic, you felt it, you had your label copy, you see your name on that. These days it's Spotify, you have that link, you see the music credits, wow, there's my song and it's great. You know, so, but even if you release multiple times, you always have to go back for, where am I? What's my point? Where am I standing at the moment? And the next is, where do I want to go? You know, what's my route? I will speak about this as well. Then what or who do I need to reach my goals? You know, why is networking so important and how can I do this? I will speak about why do I need contracts. I know this is a necessary evil, contracts, but I will tell you something about it as well. And who do I need? You know, is it important? What do I need to be maybe a successful artist? You know, and very important is what makes me unique. You know, what makes me different to the rest out there. Because you can imagine it's not easy to stand out with a signature sound and a great performance and everything. But I will maybe give you a few tips. So the first thing is, where am I in terms of how good are my productions? You know, how good is it? Can you judge your own productions? Or maybe you have to do an A/B similarity thing, listening, that you say, okay, now this is a track I really like that I made, quality-wise. And this is a track I really like that I don't make. Now compare these things. It's like cooking. You know, you go to a restaurant, you have a great pasta sauce, you come back home, you try to cook it, and you go like, it's still different. Well, I mean, we all cook with the same ingredients. Everybody in the world, we all cook with the same things, but the taste is different. So, where am I in terms of good productions? Some artists in the world have been grown big, with not the production side, but the performance side. So how can I perform? You know, how do I perform and how do I want to perform? These days with all the technologies, it's possible to be different than the DJ before you and the DJ after you. I will speak about this as well. And how can I be myself? How do the people go? You go on stage and there's him and him, because it comes this to this, So where am I is a very good way to start. What's my position at the moment, and secondly, where do I want to go? What is my production goal in a year? I come from working 8 months on the snare drum. So you have to let loose. You have to say, okay, I need to have 4 releases in a year. Well, then make them. You have to make them, and you have to maybe have somebody around you saying, hey, this is good now, as it is. Because believe me or not, I made over 300 productions and was involved in another few hundred, and I'm never happy. You will never be happy if you're looking for that perfect sound, and if you're looking for that perfect match, between ideas and productions and the way it turns out, you will never be happy, But that's okay, because then you are still trying to get better, and that is one key word of success. Try to get better as the thing you've just done, So where's my production goal in this year? Maybe in 2 years. Where do I see myself performing in 2 years? You need to define your goal. What's your goal? If you say in 2 years, I want to perform on Tomorrowland, you can write that goal, but write it down, make a plan. Because it's all about routings, it's all about starting here and going here, And so where do I want to go? Define it and write it down. And one other thing, if you have that plan made for yourself, where I want to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 years, make a good strategy. After 2 years, you can look back and reference it. You can see, okay, did I reach my goals? And so that's why a plan and write it down is quite important. So why is networking so important, and how can I do it? All over these years, there has been so many exhibitions and so many meetings and so many DJ meetings here and ADEs there and everything. And it often happens that people come to me and say, you're in the business so many years, why do you still come here? And I always answer, so what makes the difference if I don't come? If I don't come, it doesn't help at all, does it? So it's just not the matter that you know somebody. It's about getting contacts, but more important, it's about keeping contact. Yourself, you meet somebody about, let's meet, let's talk about, and then 2 years later, I forgot, People will forget if you're not in their visible section, what we call, So go to these opportunities and get yourself into talks, Go around your area, find out who is the local promoter. Who does a festival around the area. This can be a 200 capacity thing or a 200,000 capacity thing. It doesn't matter. All these promoters need openers, closers, after hour DJs, if you're in the performing sections, or if you're in the vocal sections, go there, talk to them, say, hey, I can do this and this. And so, stay in contact with your local people, and, don't get on their nerves, of course, But you can make yourself heard, and back in the days, we recorded cassettes or whatever, and you go there and say, hey, this is a set. I remember I scouted a DJ, and he went quite big after that. After a few years that we had him on a management company, and he was completely a nerd. He was getting on my nerves. Why? Because he was bringing in music like every weekend where I played. He came and gave me. He gave me CDs to listen to, sets that he made, and I said, wow, so be active, nobody will ring your door and say, I'm going to make a superstar out of you, You have to be self-creative for that as well, creativity again, What you can do is try to get in contact with your local bigger artists, the ones that you look up for, say, he has 3 tracks out and I haven't released something. Or maybe I have 3 tracks out and he had a track out on a big label. Try to get in contact. And these days it's possible to find out where people are with all the socials. You can get in contact with them via Instagram, or or you can even message out and say, hey, I'm this and this, I want to do that and that. Because why should we established people not talk and not get in contact with other creative people, So that's definitely definitely a good way of make yourself heard is get in contact with local artists that are, you know, the next step for you, and say, hey, can I remix your track? And then you know, he will give you his guitar played, or he will give you a vocal, or maybe just a melody, and then do something with it and return it to him. Don't put it on internet and, oh, it's all over, I made a book. No, give it back to the artist. And then the artist will say, hey, this is good, maybe we can do this. So that's maybe a step as well, or to get tips from them, how to get in contact with labels and stuff like that. It's quite important to network the industry contacts. You know, I mean, it is possible to find out who is behind the label that looks for new music, the so-called A&R, artist and repertoire. So find out who it is for the label that you like. You know, whether it's this label or that label, and create chances by going to things like ADE. ADE, the Amsterdam Dance Event, once a year. Last year, of course, it was online. This year, it will happen again. You know, go there and you walk on the street, and then you see this artist and this, and they say, hey, can I give you my demo? And so you create your own chances by going there. If you don't go there, you don't get those chances, you know. And maybe in your country there's something similar. There's all over the world there is meetings and happenings, and go there and talk to people, and, you know, be friendly and be open, and be there creative as well, you know. One big issue with a lot of people is how can I get my demo heard, you know. If you imagine, we run at the moment 7 active labels, and we get like daily demos. Now if the demo, the link from SoundCloud is there, and then you have like a book to read. Oh, I wrote this melody because the dog of the neighbor, and this and that, and blah, 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 and the stars, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Music speaks for itself. The track is good or not. You know, you don't have to say why you wrote that track. This can be later. First of all, you need to convince me that I'm going to listen to your track. And you convince me if you write a short text. Hi Woody, because you need to find out who's behind it. Hi Woody, this is my track. Can you please listen to it? Hope to hear soon. Thanks, Frank. You know, then I will probably listen to it. You know, so find out who will listen to your demo. It's possible. You know, do some research. No storytelling in the text, and just a SoundCloud link will do. Don't make it downloadable. Just a SoundCloud link, and don't send it to 25,000 labels at the same time. Just be, you know, be patient as well. You know, send it out. Maybe do a reminder after a week and a half. If you don't hear nothing, skip it and go to the next label, kind of. So that would be my tip for you to have your demo heard in our industry.
Those were some great insights, and I especially liked the tip about goal setting. So let us know in the comments, what are your music industry goals? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned for the next part where Woody is going to talk about contracts. Also, if you want to learn more about how to put on an amazing live show with your electronic music and connect with fans, do check out my book, which I will link down below in the description. Last but not least, Woody has just launched a new streaming platform called Support Your DJ, which allows you to watch your favourite DJs perform live from the comfort of your own home. It's really great, so I'm going to link that below as well. But that's it from us for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye!